It's Tim Albright with AVNation with the road to InfoComm. InfoComm 2025. Technically, the show goes from the 11th to the 13th, but we're going to talk about a couple of things before that with my buddy Craig Durr from the Collab Collective. How are you, sir?
I'm doing awesome. How are you doing?
I am well, brother. So we say that we've been saying that you know the show starts the floor is 11th to the 13th, which is still accurate.
It is.
However, you're getting there a couple days beforehand because you've got a couple of classes and sessions, panels on June 10th. You're doing a couple different ones. Let's talk about the first two that you've got.
Yep.
First, talking about the actual meeting experience, but then another one talking about cameras.
You're right. And the key thing about this is all three of these panels qualify for CTS credits, by the way. I want to make sure people are aware of that. Sit in on that. They get some good value there as well, too. We've got three panels that we're hosting and super excited about. I'll go in chronological order. The very first one is that Tuesday morning. It's at 8:30 a.m. You know what? I might have a coffee giveaway to get people there as well, too. But I got a really hot topic that I think would bring people there. We're calling it Beyond the Meeting Room, and it's AI's expanding role in the workplace. So last year I was fortunate to host a panel that talked about AI in the meeting room. So with companies like Microsoft releasing Places, with Zoom having Spaces as well too, WebEx has got Spaces, and even other companies like QSC have their platforms as well too. There's a lot of AI data points and AI processing taking place outside of the meeting room throughout the office. Who's attending? What's the utilization? And things like that. So this panel is hosting people from all four of those companies that I mentioned. I have Ilya Bookstein from Microsoft, John Stearns from Zoom, Jason Moss from QSC, and Tom Richards from Cisco. It's going to be a great conversation. I think we're going to help people understand what do I need to put in place to actually have a more intelligent office. And then what does that mean? Not only as an IT administrator, but maybe how that data might feed into my built-in management system or my integrated work management platform and things like that as well too. I think it's a great topic. To me, it's AI practical. It makes it resonate.
Yeah, and then one of those things you might want to consider is multi-cameras.
That is the second panel. So going right into the next one, one of the big growth spaces in the research that I've done, and a lot of people can confirm this, is what we call high impact spaces. These are those large conference rooms, maybe those unique bespoke rooms, even those divisible rooms or those flex rooms that people have, where you have multiple cameras installed. I've got vendors from HP, Crestron, Hudley, and Logitech, and we're going to talk about multi-cameras. We're going to demystify. That's actually the name of it. Demystifying multi-camera solutions for high impact rooms. And I'll give you a preview of what we're talking about. There's a couple of different configurations. A lot of people have this camera, they sit on the middle of the table, a center of table camera paired to a front of one. We're calling that scenario inside out. Then we have other people like Crestron and Hudley that actually mount cameras on the wall outside. We're calling that outside in. We're going to help that audience understand what are the best use cases for both of these deployments. When does it overlap and what might be right for you? We're not going to have a single answer, but we'll help demystify it so that you can help figure out for your room which one's going to be right. I brought it back to the title. Do you like that?
Yeah, I like that. Last thing you're talking about that week is sustainability, right?
Yeah.
And I want to talk about that one's on Wednesday.
That one is Wednesday at 11 a.m. And actually, I'm really excited about this one. And I hope people reach out and inquire about this. This is called Truth in Sustainability, navigating the green wave from being greenwashed. So we've seen sustainability panels before, and they're great, but a lot of times people show up and it's apple pie, baseball, and it's all goodness there. We wanted to create something that's a little bit more practical. We wanted to give people something they can use as a tool to help work this. So I've got experts from Legrand, from Crestron, and from Atlas IED, all focusing on sustainability on behalf of their companies. And we're going to help separate what does it mean to be a green vendor, and actually as a consumer, what it looks like. And to support this idea, I'm going to be releasing a piece of research that I'm developing, kind of a framework I'm going to give away to help people. It's called the SCOPE framework.
Okay.
And I think it's a great way for you as the consumer of these devices to help look at company A versus company B and help break it down, because there's a lot of confusion out there. If you don't mind, let me go over what the SCOPE report is, because SCOPE actually stands for, it's an acronym, So we're going to look at S, source of materials, C, circularity and life cycle, O, the operational efficiency of these devices, P, packaging and logistics, how are they getting them to you? And then E, what is the environmental transparency of the company itself? Does it have scope 1, scope 2 certifications, things like that as well too. And I think it's gonna be really cool. I'm excited because it's a practical takeaway that people can have to, help really feel good about their sustainability efforts.
Well, and that's not the only one that you're giving away something to. The other two as well, you're giving away reports.
I am. So, on behalf of the Collab Collective, we're actually going to be updating and refreshing a report that aligns with each one of these panels. And we're going to make them available for free for download to all the attendees. And later on, we'll make them available online. But we're going to go ahead and capture this in a document that these people can take a look at afterwards. We're going to update the all multi-camera work, that outside in, inside out discussion. For the AI within the office, it's something I call workplace experience platforms. And I have a model to help people think about what does that mean? Well, it starts with desktop reservations and room reservations. It goes to analytics, goes to digital signage, and help people, again, think about how they might be building out and taking advantage of these platforms. It's really cool. And I'm excited because I think these are going to be very empowering walkaways, that it's not just a session that they hear. They're going to have something to take back with them.
Yeah, absolutely. And really quickly before I let you go, you got to be on you've been on the Avixa Foundation board for the last year. You guys are doing something very exciting and very meaningful to most of the industry at InfoComm at this show.
We are actually. I'm a new inductee to it, so I'm excited about this, and I'm really giving my energy behind it right now. But we're going to be announcing the first round of winners for the Brad Souza Grant Award program. This was a grant that was set up in memory of Brad, and this is to help further empower, educate, bring new life into the industry that you and I love so much, the AV industry. Yeah. So we're going to find people that might be looking for personal growth opportunities. It might be organizations trying to empower people through education, and through an endowment that was set up under Brad's name. We're going to be offering our first of hopefully many grants, and we're going to be announcing those on Thursday, I think, is what we'll be doing that as well too.
Yeah, very, very good cause and very good man to have it named after. So, all right, Mr. Durr, people want to connect with you if they go to your session or they would just want to find out more about Craig Durr and the Collab Collective. How do they do that?
It is collab-collective.com. You can reach out to me there on the website. You can follow me on LinkedIn, where I do a lot of activity where I like to keep people informed about workplace collaboration and what's taking place in the market. Also on Twitter, and I might even be playing on, Facebook and Instagram a little these days. You never know.
Nice. All right. We will see Mr. Durr at InfoComm, so we'll look forward to that. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv, and follow along as we also head to Orlando for InfoComm 2025, the 11th through the 13th of June. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.